Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. state quarter-dollar coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today, I want you to listen very carefully, because the coin we are talking about is one that many people have held, spent, or ignored without ever realizing what it could truly be. Today's journey takes us to the beautiful Green Mountain State and one of the most fascinating modern U.S. coins ever released, the United States of America state quarter dollar from Vermont. Issued in 2001, this quarter was part of the famous 50 state quarters program, one of the most successful coin programs in American history. Millions of people across the country started checking their pocket change because of this series, and Vermont's design quickly stood out. It wasn't flashy or loud, but it was deeply symbolic. On the reverse side, you see rolling hills, a maple tree, and flowing lines representing streams, a peaceful image that perfectly captures Vermont's natural beauty and independent spirit. Alongside the design are words that reflect the state's values and identity, making this coin feel personal rather than ordinary. That on the front, the familiar portrait of George Washington reminds us that even the smallest coins carry the weight of national history. This combination of classic and modern design is one reason collectors were drawn to this quarter from the very beginning. But beauty alone does not create rarity. What truly makes the Vermont 2001 quarter so special lies in the details that most people never notice. While millions were produced, only a tiny fraction possessed the characteristics that collectors search for. Certain minting errors transformed a simple quarter into a collector's dream. Some examples show off-center strikes where the design is visibly shifted. Others reveal doubled details, where letters or images appear slightly repeated due to a misalignment during the minting process. There are also rare cases of die cracks, where thin raised lines run across the coin like lightning frozen in metal. These errors were never meant to leave the mint, yet somehow they did, slipping into circulation unnoticed. Even more intriguing are coins struck on the wrong metal planchet. When this happens, the weight, color, and sound of the coin are different, immediately setting it apart from normal quarters. To the untrained eye, it might look strange or even damaged. To a collector, it is a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Combine one of these errors with a coin that has never been worn, scratched, or mishandled, and you suddenly have something extraordinarily rare. Condition plays a massive role. A Vermont quarter that looks like it was just struck, with sharp details, smooth surfaces, and original luster, is far harder to find than most people realize. Many were spent quickly, tossed into jars, or scraped against keys and other coins. Finding one that survived untouched is like finding a snowflake that never melted. For coin lovers, this is what makes the hunt so exciting. The idea that an ordinary-looking quarter could be hiding a story, a mistake, and a hidden fortune is what keeps collectors searching rolls of coins late into the night. This Vermont quarter represents more than money. It represents patience, knowledge, and the joy of discovery. Every collector dreams of that moment when they realize the coin in their hand is not ordinary at all. So the next time you see a 2001 Vermont state quarter, do not rush past it. Study it. Look closely at the details. Check the alignment, the edges, the surface, and the strike. Because in the world of numismatics, history sometimes whispers instead of shouting, and the most valuable treasures are often the ones hiding in plain sight. And now, for the moment that makes hearts race and eyes widen. Under the rarest conditions, with the right error, the right strike, and the right preservation, this single Vermont state quarter has been valued at $92,000. Top 2, we are diving into a fascinating coin from the America, the Beautiful Quarters program, a series that captured the attention of collectors all over the world. Our focus today is the United States of America state quarter dollar featuring arches, released in 2014, a coin that looks simple at first glance, but carries a story that makes collectors lean in a little closer. When the Arches quarter was released, it represented Arches National Park in Utah, a place famous for its dramatic red rock formations and natural stone arches carved by time and wind. The design on the reverse side is bold and unforgettable. A massive stone arch dominates the scene, standing tall against the open sky, symbolizing endurance, natural beauty, and the raw power of nature. This design immediately set the coin apart from many others in the series. It was not just another park. It was a symbol of geological wonder preserved for future generations. On the obverse, the familiar portrait of George Washington appears once again, but in a slightly updated style used during this phase of the series. This combination of classic American imagery and striking natural scenery gave the arch's quarter-strong visual appeal from day one. Millions were minted, and people across the country used them in daily transactions without a second thought. But as every experienced collector knows, rarity is not always about how many coins were made. Sometimes it is about what went wrong during the process. This is where the arch's 2014 quarter becomes truly exciting. Certain examples left the mint with unusual errors that transformed an ordinary quarter into something extraordinary. Some coins showed doubled details, where parts of the design or lettering appear slightly repeated, caused by a misalignment during striking. Others reveal off-center strikes, where the image is noticeably shifted, instantly catching the eye of anyone familiar with minting standards. There are also rare cases of die cracks and die chips, creating raised lines or missing metal areas that were never part of the original design. These imperfections tell a story of worn or damaged dies still being used during production. Even more intriguing are coins struck on incorrect planchets, resulting in unusual weight, thickness, or color. These errors are extremely rare and highly sought after, because they were never meant to exist outside the mint. Condition plays a massive role in determining value. A circulated arch's quarter with wear and scratches is common, but a coin with a dramatic error that has been preserved in near-perfect condition is a completely different story. Sharp details, original mint luster, clean surfaces, and strong eye appeal can elevate a coin into elite collector territory. Coins like this are often sent for professional grading, where their authenticity, condition, and error type are officially recognized. What makes this coin especially exciting for collectors is how recent it is. Many people assume valuable coins must be old, but the arch's quarter proves that modern coins can also be incredibly desirable. It fuels the dream that anyone could still discover something remarkable without traveling to auctions or spending huge amounts of money up front. This is the thrill that keeps coin lovers searching bankrolls, checking spare change, and examining every detail under a magnifying glass. For collectors, the arch's quarter represents more than money. It represents patience, curiosity, and the joy of finding something rare where others saw nothing special. It reminds us that history is still being made, even in modern coinage, and that mistakes can sometimes become masterpieces. The next time you come across a 2014 arch's quarter, don't dismiss it too quickly. Take a closer look. Examine the strike, the alignment, the edges, and the surface. Because in rare cases, this modern quarter has stunned the collecting world with a value reaching $88,000. Top 3. We are traveling to the Silver State to uncover the mystery behind the United States of America State Quarter Dollar from Nevada, released in 2006. This coin was part of the legendary 50 State Quarters program, a series that completely changed the way people looked at modern U.S. coins. When the Nevada quarter was released, it instantly caught attention with its bold and symbolic design. On the reverse side, you see a powerful image of wild mustangs running freely across the landscape. Above them rises a mountain range, representing Nevada's rugged terrain and untamed spirit. The phrase, "the Silver State," proudly appears, reminding us of Nevada's rich mining history and its role in shaping America's growth. The design tells a story of freedom, strength, and independence. It feels alive, almost as if the horses could leap right off the coin. On the obverse, the familiar image of George Washington anchors the design and tradition, balancing modern artistry with classic American heritage. Millions of these quarters were minted and released into circulation, used to buy coffee, tossed into tip jars, and forgotten in drawers. But as collectors know, rarity is not always about age or mintage numbers. The true excitement surrounding the Nevada 2006 quarter comes from the unexpected errors that occurred during production. Some examples were struck off-center, leaving part of the design missing or shifted. Others show doubled elements, where lettering or details appear slightly repeated due to a misalignment in the minting process. These doubled features are subtle but incredibly important to collectors who know what to look for. There are also rare die cracks and die breaks found on certain Nevada quarters. These appear as raised lines or unusual shapes across the coin's surface, caused by worn or damaged dies still being used at the mint. Each crack is unique, meaning no two error coins are exactly the same. That uniqueness adds to their appeal and desirability. Even more fascinating are coins struck on the wrong planchet. When this happens, the coin may have a different weight, thickness, or color than expected. To the average person, it might seem like a damaged coin. To a seasoned collector, it is an incredible mistake that should never have left the mint. These types of errors are extremely rare and can dramatically increase a coin's value. Condition is another critical factor. A Nevada quarter that has been heavily circulated is common, but a coin with a major error that has survived in pristine, uncirculated condition is something entirely different. Sharp details, clean surfaces, strong original luster, and no signs of wear can elevate a coin into a top-tier collectible. These are the coins that collectors dream about and send for professional grading to confirm their rarity and condition. What makes this coin especially thrilling is the idea that it is still out there. Unlike ancient coins locked away in museums, this quarter could still be hiding in a jar of spare change, a forgotten wallet, or a roll from the bank. That possibility fuels the passion of coin lovers everywhere. It reminds us that treasure hunting is not just about digging in the ground. Sometimes it is about paying attention to what is already in your hands. For collectors, the Nevada quarter is more than a piece of currency. It is a reminder that modern coins can still surprise us, that mistakes can become masterpieces, and that knowledge transforms ordinary objects into extraordinary finds. So the next time you see a 2006 Nevada State quarter, don't rush past it. Examine the horses, the lettering, the edges, and the strike. Because under the rarest conditions, this single quarter has been known to reach a value of $85,000. Top for we're diving into a story that proves that even the smallest coins can hold incredible secrets. If you love the thrill of discovering hidden gems and rare finds, then listen closely, because what we're exploring today is nothing short of extraordinary. Our journey takes us far from the continental United States, across the Pacific, to the beautiful island of Guam. We're talking about the United States of America State quarter dollar from Guam, released in 2009, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but hides a story that every collector dreams about. The Guam quarter was part of the U.S. Mint's celebrated 50 state and territorial quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008 for states and extended to territories, including Guam, in the following years. This coin was the first and only Guam quarter, making it immediately unique. On the reverse side, the coin features a detailed depiction of a flying prow, the traditional sailing vessel of Guam, gliding across the waves. In the background, the island's lush scenery is captured with precision, giving the coin a sense of movement and life. Surrounding the design are the words Guam and Marianas Islands, alongside the year of issue and the program's slogan, E Pluribus Unum. Every element of this design reflects the culture, heritage, and pride of Guam, giving collectors a glimpse into this beautiful territory. On the obverse, the familiar portrait of George Washington continues to anchor the design, connecting this piece to the long history of American coinage. While it looks like a regular quarter in your pocket, the story behind its rarity begins with how it was produced and circulated. Unlike state quarters, which were minted in the millions for daily use, Guam quarters had a smaller initial release. Many went straight into circulation, where they were quickly spent, lost, or mixed with everyday coins. Over the years, coins that survived in pristine, uncirculated condition have become increasingly scarce. Collectors are drawn not just to the coin's beauty, but to its potential for errors and unique features. Some Guam quarters show off-center strikes, where the design is visibly shifted, leaving part of the coin blank. Others exhibit doubled die features, where letters, numbers, or images appear slightly repeated due to a misalignment in the minting process. These errors may seem subtle to the untrained eye, but they are highly sought after by experienced collectors. There are also rare instances of die cracks and die chips, raised lines or gaps in the design caused by worn or damaged dies at the mint. Each of these imperfections tells a story and makes the coin one of a kind. Even more fascinating are Guam quarters struck on incorrect planchets. These coins may differ in thickness, color, or weight, and while they may have been mistakes at the time, today they are prized for their extreme rarity and uniqueness. Condition is a crucial factor in the value of any coin, and the Guam quarter is no exception. A circulated coin, even with an error, will not fetch nearly as much as one in pristine condition. Collectors look for coins with sharp details, full luster, and no signs of wear or damage. When a rare error coincides with perfect preservation, the result is a coin that becomes the crown jewel of a collection. What makes the Guam quarter particularly exciting is that it represents a territory rather than a state, making it inherently more unusual. Modern coin collectors often overlook these coins, focusing on older or state-specific issues, which means that an uncirculated Guam quarter with a significant error can quietly become one of the most valuable coins in a collection. The thrill comes from the possibility that one might still exist in someone's change jar, forgotten drawer, or old collection, waiting to be discovered and appreciated. For collectors, the Guam quarter is a reminder that treasures are not always ancient, nor are they always hidden in vaults. Sometimes, a small coin produced just over a decade ago can hold the kind of value and history that makes hearts race and imaginations soar. It is a testament to the excitement, patience, and knowledge required in the world of numismatics. The next time you come across a 2009 Guam State quarter, do not rush past it. Examine the details of the flying prow, the lettering, the edges, and the surfaces. Look for misalignments, doubling, or any unusual marks that could indicate a minting error. Because in the rarest and most extraordinary circumstances, a single Guam quarter like this can be valued at $82,000. Top 5, we're diving into a fascinating story that proves that even coins in your pocket can hold incredible secrets. If you love rare coins, historical treasures, and the thrill of discovering something extraordinary, you'll want to pay very close attention. Our journey takes us to the southeastern United States, where one coin stands out not just for its design, but for its rarity, its errors, and the excitement it brings to collectors everywhere. We are talking about the United States of America State Quarter Dollar from Georgia, released in 1999, the very first year of the famous 50 state quarters program. The Georgia quarter holds a special place in numismatic history. Being the inaugural coin of the program, it marked the beginning of one of the most popular and widely collected series in modern American coinage. On the reverse, the coin features an intricate depiction of Georgia's state symbols, the state outline, a peach, and live oak sprigs with acorns. Each element tells a story about Georgia's rich agricultural heritage and natural beauty, while the flowing design gives the coin a sense of balance and elegance. On the obverse, the familiar portrait of George Washington continues to anchor the coin in tradition, providing a perfect counterpoint to the detailed imagery on the reverse. While millions of these quarters were minted and distributed into circulation, the Georgia 1999 quarter has several factors that make certain examples highly sought after by collectors. The first factor is the year itself. As the first coin of the state quarters program, the Georgia quarter represents the beginning of a collecting phenomenon. Collectors often place added value on coins that signify milestones, and this quarter clearly qualifies. The second factor that drives its appeal is the presence of minting errors. Some Georgia quarters show off-center strikes, where part of the design is noticeably missing or shifted, creating a striking visual effect. Others display double die features, in which letters, numbers, or parts of the design appear slightly repeated due to an alignment error during striking. These double details may be subtle, but for collectors, they can significantly enhance a coin's desirability. Die cracks and die chips also appear on certain Georgia quarters, forming raised lines or unusual gaps in the metal. Each crack is unique and tells a story about the minting process, making each affected coin truly one of a kind. Even rarer are Georgia quarters struck on the wrong planchet, where the weight, thickness, or color of the coin differs from the standard. Such coins may look odd or imperfect to a casual observer, but they are prized by collectors for their extreme rarity and uniqueness. Condition, as always, is another critical factor. While circulated Georgia quarters are abundant, coins that retain their original mint luster, sharp details, and smooth surfaces are much harder to find. When an error coin is preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, it becomes something extraordinarily rare, the type of coin that collectors dream about. Professional grading services are often called in to authenticate and verify these coins, ensuring that their rarity and condition are properly recognized. What makes the Georgia quarter particularly thrilling is that it is a modern coin, released just over 20 years ago, yet it has the potential to achieve astounding value. Unlike ancient coins locked away in museums, the Georgia quarter could still be hiding in your pocket, a jar of spare change, or a forgotten coin roll, waiting to be discovered. This is the magic of coin collecting. The possibility that a small, ordinary object could be transformed into something extraordinary simply by the circumstances of its creation and preservation. For collectors, the Georgia 1999 quarter represents more than currency. It is a piece of history, a symbol of the beginning of a beloved collecting program, and a reminder that knowledge, patience, and attention to detail can reveal treasures hiding in plain sight. It is a coin that embodies excitement, discovery, and the thrill of the hunt. The next time you come across a Georgia quarter from 1999, do not rush past it. Examine the peach, the oak sprigs, the lettering, and the edges. Look closely for any signs of minting errors, off-center strikes, or doubling. Because in the rarest and most extraordinary circumstances, a single Georgia quarter like this can be valued at $79,000. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins and want to keep discovering hidden treasures like this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. By doing so, you'll never miss out on exciting coin stories, tips for collectors, and updates on the most fascinating coins from around the world.